Good morning. Brett here at Swafford Homestead. I got a little something to show you this morning. It's been pretty hot last few days. Been up in the upper 80s. Humidity's really high, the 80s and the 90s, depending on what time of day it is. The tomatoes in the greenhouse just couldn't take the heat. It was more than they could handle. I had to water them every day and they was dry by the afternoon and wilted. What I had to show you is they're gone. Every last one of them. But the heat didn't take them out. I did. This was the greenhouse tomatoes. It's my new row. I got tired of battling the heat. I know people says it's not hot in Tennessee. It was 88 yesterday. It didn't matter how much water I put on the tomatoes. They just couldn't take it. It gets so hot in the greenhouse. And it's short, small greenhouse. It ain't really made to grow in. I built it just to harden off plants and to keep them at night. Because normally in April, it's pretty warm during the day and I can set them in there at night because the temperature sometimes will get pretty cold. Not this week. This week has been nothing but hot. It was in the 70s last night when the sun went down, which is unusual but for this time of year, but it's not impossible in Tennessee. As most people will tell you, welcome to Tennessee. If you don't like the weather, give it a few minutes. Give it a day. And it's fixing to come a storm, according to the weatherman I watch on YouTube this afternoon. So I was trying to get these out and get them in the ground, so even if it does just rain, it'll help set them in. They've done well in the greenhouse to this last few days. And there's little tomatoes here and there. Some of them's hard to see. Here's the ones I just spotted. You can see them at the bottom. Several of them I put out here has got little tomatoes on them. I don't know if I actually covered what these was before in the video. I can't remember if I said it, but I'm gonna say it again, just for the fun of it. These on this end are Alaskan fancy tomatoes. They're supposed to grow really fast. They're supposed to be cold tolerant. They don't get real big. I think they're a determinant. They'll probably load up. Either determinant or semi-determinant, but they load up and they're done in no time. Of course, cold weather slows them down. So now I got them outside. As long as we don't get a hard freeze. Let me change that. As long as we don't get a hard freeze, we should keep them till they finish. This next section here is cherry tomatoes. You can see they've got lots of little blooms on them. I know there's some pods of cherry tomatoes already. I just don't know that I can spot them just yet. I seen them when I was putting them out. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. I got these out. I'm trying not to plant anything too much outside, but there was a 6-pack of eggplant begging to go out this morning too, and I just had to put it out and see if it'd make it. I said I wasn't going to do tent city this year. I wasn't covering everything with plastic and starting early, but the plants are telling me different. Somebody started a little too early planting seeds. But I hope you have a good week. Hope you're having good weather where you're at. Pray the storms don't tear up too much. Y'all have a good rest of the week.